Hello, dear students. Welcome to this week number 2 in the Model 6 recovery. My name is Marta Manriquez, and as you know, I'm your virtual advisor. First of all, I want to introduce myself. As you know, I'm 30 years old, and I'm going to be with you during this process and this opportunity to recover your grades, right? So, any question, problem, situation, or anything that you need to face, or any problem you need to face, you can let me know that. And I just want to thank you for all the activities you have uploaded to the platform and all the messages when you have your doubts. And I hope I can help you a lot. So it's nice to see you here. I know sometimes our schedules are very complicated, right? But in this case, we're going to start with our class. I'm going to share with you the presentation that I just created for you. And before I continue, I'm going to activate the session. The reason it's that I'm going to be here trying to answer all the questions at the moment. Okay, I'm going to be active at my cell phone, and any question, problem, situation, or maybe if you want to just say hello to the rest of the people or to me, you can do it. So I'm going to activate it. So please, when you get to the class, share your name. Okay, I'm going to be active here answering your questions, problems, situations, or anything that happened. So we're going to start. I'm going to share with you the presentation, and here we go. Well, during the week 2, or the second week, we're going to be working with a very common vocabulary that it's very useful for you. That's going to help you a lot. So remember, and during this week, you have to do your activities on time. And obviously, if you had any situation that didn't let you to accomplish or to develop your activities, just let me know and I'm going to give you more time. I can open the platform so you can upload the activities after the time, the deadline, right? So I'm going to be here trying to help you. The purpose of this session is to explain the usage and the structure of the topic there is and there are, which is like the principle of the main topic here. I'm going to specify the usage of the main topics to give directions correctly. In this case, you're going to be able to give directions, how to locate places, how to locate people, how to help them to get those places, right? Ensure some basic vocabulary. As you know, we have to know many different words like park, movie theater, all the places around our cities, right? And clarify your doubts about the activities. So that's the main topic, the main purpose for this. Before we start with the vocabulary or the topics of our class, I want to share with you some strategies or techniques so you can organize your time in a better way, right? So we have the Pomodoro technique, okay? This technique, it's very easy and very useful. And sometimes we try to study very hard, study a lot of time, and we don't know how our brain works. So sometimes we need to rest or to give or try to generate some emotions or some things or some valuable systems, and we have to motivate our brains to learn. Sometimes we just take the time and we are just studying a lot of time, a lot of our period time. We have been focused on study and study and just study and just study, and it gets our brain stressed and you get stressed. So the key here in this technique is to try to organize your study tools or study strategies, right? So if you want to study English, you have to organize. The first step here, it's going to be decide on the task you will need to do. For example, if you want to study English, you have to classify the topics. One day you're going to be working with the colors. Okay, during this time or this day, I'm going to organize the topic about the colors. You can say that. And then you're going to set a timer for 25 minutes. So during that time, 25 minutes, you're going to be working just focus on the colors, the name, the typing, the writing, anything, the listening, speaking, practicing the pronunciation, right? Or reading or something. You have to organize the skills you want to develop. Maybe you just want to get the vocabulary, right? And in that way, you're going to have just 25 minutes to be focused on that. And then when those 25 minutes pass, you are going to be working until maybe the alarm or the timer rings, right? So you're going to have 5 minutes to breathe, to rest, to distract with something that you like. Maybe you can check your cell phone or play the music you like, or just relax, drink a coffee or drink tea or something. Just 5 minutes free, okay? Study free. And after that, you're going to start again with the 25 minutes of studies. So in this case, you're going to have this cycle. You can have it 4 times during one day. So in this case, when you finish the 4 cycles, you can have among 15 or 30 minutes, like half hour, and you can take a break and get like away from this topic, the colors, to just go to visit your mom, to talk to your friend, to you do anything that makes you like get away with this task. But then after half hour, you can get back to your study, right? So you have already the task, or maybe you want to change with the colors. I want to add the days of the week. Okay, after that, I'm going to add the topic colors, or maybe the clothes, which is better. You can start memorizing the vocabulary of clothes in this case, and then you just add the color to the clothes and you just like fusion them, and you're gonna have 25 minutes just focus on remembering and studying all the vocabulary about clothes. And after that, you just have 5 minutes to rest, to breathe, to relax. After that, I just continue 25 minutes again, and then 5 minutes to relax. 25 minutes again, 5 minutes to relax. And the last cycle, 25 minutes and 5 minutes to relax, but you can add it to 30 minutes. In that way, you're going to have your brain focus, because our attention, like sometimes we can work with it, but it's a little bit tiring for our brains to be always focused on the same task for a long time, or I mean, it's a lot of time. And it gets like tired and stressed and just maybe bored, right? So we need to avoid that. In this case, it's a good technique. And the second one, it's to make like a chart or a matrix and to organize the activities or tasks during the day by urgent and less urgent, important and less important. And then you're going to be like choosing according to the priorities, right? So urgent and important are activities you have to do immediately in this time, important and urgent in the point 1. And in the second one, it's important, but not that urgent. So you have to do these activities later when you finish the first ones. Urgent, but not important. Sometimes we can delegate or give the responsibility to other people to help us. So in this case, you can do it like organize or ask for help to make those activities, right? Because they are not urgent and not important in this part. And then if the activity it's not urgent and it's not important, just eliminate it. Because sometimes we organize our days and we have to try to work on this. We have to develop these skills and abilities, right? And this one, the third technique that I want to share with you about organizing your time, it's to make it, maybe you can use like you can use an agenda. So you can organize like unnecessary and tasks to do. So unnecessary activities, to just put it there in the time you have, like maybe you have free time and you can do it during that time. But the activities you have to do, you need to focus your attention on. First, you have to write it there, and after that, you're gonna organize about the priority, okay? So in this case, you're gonna say the first activity I need to do and must be done right now, it's this one. So you're gonna number 1, 2, 3, 4. In the activities you have to do, it's something you must do. Something that I want to share with you, it's a point that it's very important. Sometimes we have organized our days during, maybe I have to start my activities at 9 a.m. But one suggestion is to start your day 1 hour before. So wake up at 8 a.m. So in this time, you can have breakfast, you can drink your coffee, you can read the news, you can talk to your family members, and you can take a shower, enjoy it. You can get dressed, you can do a lot of things during 1 hour before you start with your schedule. So in this case, try to sleep as well, right? And another suggestion is to avoid these items. I mean, television and cell phone sometimes like they steal our time. They're always like trying to get our attention. So we need to try to avoid these items or devices when we are working, when we are doing something important, when we're doing an activity or a homework or anything that we need to upload. Because our concentration and our brain, it's not working focus just on the task. We are dividing the time between our important topics and the social media sometimes. Obviously, if you work with your cell phone, for sure you're going to be using it. But in this case, when you want to study something, try to avoid it. And how do you handle your time? Well, we need to organize it with a schedule. You can use a calendar, and you have to write, or you can draw, or you can print the illustration that it's going to help you to memorize or remind something you have to do very important, because sometimes we skip some dates because of that. We don't organize our time. So once I said that, I just want to enjoy, I just want to by saying you this, because it works with me. So I want to share with you these details in order to have better abilities to organize our time. And we're going to be working with the unit 2, where is my? So the purposes of this session is to provide, well, of the unit, right? To provide detailed oral and written information about personal objects and directions to places. So the achievements, you're going to apply the grammatical notions and vocabulary of the unit. And you're going to describe and locate personal and objects. Apply the grammatical notions and vocabulary to provide information about places of your interest. Okay, so we're gonna start with this phrase. Yes, you can. I know some of you have felt like, okay, I didn't pass the first opportunity I had, and right now I'm just doubting. So please focus on the things you have to do. Try to do as well as you can, and I'm sure you can. So please organize your time, your priorities, and do change. I mean, do something different for your life, okay? Do something different with your schedule. We have many bad habits, so change them. You are alive. You can do it, okay? And we're going to start with the affirmative activities. In this one, we're going to be working with the exercises about before we continue with the integrative activities. So in this case, we have to work in this. So we have the first one, which is about the main topic, places and there are directions. These are very important. Okay, so in this place, we're going to be working on, in this map, we're going to find different places. So in this case, you're going to be able to try to find according to the prepositions of place, some places, right? So we're going to start with the places: internet cafe, computer store, movie theater, post office, high school, gas station, pet shop, bus station, hospital, city hall, police station, supermarket, beauty salon, bookstore, library, gym, post office. We have a lot of places here, and they are in our city or town. So in this case, you're gonna read these statements and you're gonna complete the part according to the preposition. For example, the gas station is, so we're gonna find the gas station here is, and then we have the reference, pet shop. So we have it here. So we're gonna be using in front of, next to, or between. So you're gonna choose the best option. And in the activity number 4, we're going to do the same, like read the description about the furniture. These are characteristics and description of objects. So in this case, you have to choose the object they are describing, the statements, of course. It is a tool to clean the floor. It has a wooden stick and a brush. So you have to think, it's to clean, limpiar, the floor, el piso, okay. It has wooden es madera, so stick, un palo de madera, okay, and a brush, y una brocha. So what item or what object is this? A sofa, a blanket, or a broom? So you have to find the object and choose it, okay? So now we're going to see the integrative activities. In this case, we have to, in the first one, try to find or locate some objects in a kitchen and in a bathroom at a house. You're gonna imagine that this is your house, like the one in the picture. You're gonna simulate it, and then when you just imagine the situation, you are going to answer some questions about the location of some objects. For example, they have letters, and you can just recognize them by that order. They have the letters in order. So in this case, you are going to answer with 3 different references. For example, in this case, I have, where is the hamburger? Okay, you have to see 3 different ways to answer. For example, where is the hamburger? Okay, I go to see where is the hamburger. The hamburger, here we have it. So the reference here is in the kitchen, dentro de la cocina, there is a hamburger on the table. Hay una hamburguesa on the table, sobre la mesa. So, in this case, that's the first reference. Esa es la primera referencia. The hamburger is in the kitchen, dentro de la cocina, on the table, sobre la mesa. That's the first one. And the second one is, there is a hamburger. Sabemos que there is hay en singular cuando hay un objeto. Cuando hay más de un objeto se usa there are, ¿ok? En plural. So, there is a hamburger, hay una hamburguesa, between, en medio, the salt and the glass, ¿ok? Hay una hamburguesa between, en medio de the salt, la sal, and the glass. Y pues la copa en este caso, ¿no? So, and then we have in the kitchen, en la cocina. And the third one is, there is a hamburger, hay una hamburguesa on the dish, sobre el plato, in front of the fridge, enfrente del refrigerador. So, there is a hamburger on the dish, sobre el plato, in front of the refrigerator, right? On the fridge here. So, you are going to choose the same object, as you can see, usamos el mismo objeto de referencia hacia los demás. Sí, ustedes van a tomar la referencia que ustedes gusten en tres opciones. Tenemos tres maneras de decirlo. So, any question, it's going to be answered with three answers también. Con cada pregunta van a responderla con tres referencias diferentes del mismo objeto. Como en este caso, la hamburguesa fue nuestra referencia principal y la tomamos en consideración para lo que estaba alrededor. ¿Ok? Ustedes van a hacer lo mismo. Where is the microwave? ¿Dónde está el microondas? Bueno, aquí tenemos el microwave en the letter A. Tenemos la letra A. Ustedes van a decir dónde está. Pueden tomar como referencia la ventana, el lavabo, los huevos, la botella que está arriba, el reloj, el lugar, porque está dentro de la cocina. Puede ser arriba, abajo, enseguida. So you're going to be using those kind of vocabulary, right? I just want to clarify something. There is, we use it with the singular objects. When we have a singular form, like, tenemos un objeto, entonces yo quiero decir que hay algo de ese objeto, un objeto de eso, entonces lo que yo hago es usar there is, es como decir hay. There is a hamburger, hay una hamburguesa. Pero si hay dos o más, lo que yo voy a usar es there are. There are two hamburgers. Y hago plural el objeto. There are two cars. There are two houses. There are two dogs. Okay, so the plural, it's the object. And we can use these prepositions. Estas son las preposiciones. Son como las referencias que podemos usar para decir dónde está algo que también tomamos como referencia. Okay, so we can say at, que está en, pero sin especificar si está dentro o fuera. Solamente que está ahí. At school, at office, at anything you want. We can use between, tenemos también between, que es en medio. So, the reference, tenemos dos referencias. Algo que está en medio de. We have a mouse between two books. Tenemos un ratón en medio de dos libros. We can use in. So, in this one, we can use in para algo que esté dentro. Por ejemplo, in my house, dentro de mi escuela. In my classroom, dentro de mi salón. In my bedroom, dentro de mi recámara. So, behind es detrás. So, we use the mouse is behind the sofa. El ratón está detrás del sofá. Así que mi referencia, o sea, principal es dónde está el ratón, ¿ok? Él está detrás de la referencia número 2, que en este caso sería el objeto como el sofá. We have under. Under es debajo. So, in this case, we can use like under. The mouse is under the table. Está debajo de la mesa. We can use also on. The mouse is on the table. On the table. Está encima de la mesa. Sobre la mesa. We have at home, as I already told you, como les decía, puedo decirles que está at home, at school, at work. At es como está. En ese lugar, pero yo no especifico si está dentro, fuera, arriba, abajo, no. Solamente que está ahí. At a theater, at a cinema, at the zoo, at the is the same, right? In this case. So in this case, you can just see the difference. I'm gonna just, when you finish with this part, I'm gonna try to see if there is any problem with this. Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing and I'm gonna share again. So, because sometimes with my, with the way I share, I just like get stuck and just, I don't wanna do that. Okay. In this part, I mean, we're talking about the first activity, right? So in this one, you are going to continue with the third part of this same activity. Once you describe the objects in the kitchen and in the bathroom, once you describe with 3 answers, you're going to continue, describe the living room. You are going to describe a living room and you're going to mention there is, there are, and remember, you have to add adjectives. You can add color, size, location. The green lamp, la lámpara verde, the big TV, la televisión grande. So you can add color, size, or location. It's next to, it's in front of, it's behind, it's on, it's under. So you're gonna choose the vocabulary you want. And you're going to record the description. I just want to clarify something. You're gonna record the description of the first part. Van a hacerlo lo de la primera parte. And esta es la primera parte, como les digo. Primera parte. Voy a describir con 3 referencias los objetos que me piden. Están desde la A hasta la F. Perdón, aquí en este caso se continúa hasta el I. Entonces, todas las preguntas que se me presenten, yo las voy a contestar tomando como referencia 3 cosas. Puede ser enfrente de, enseguida de, dentro, fuera, encima, lo que yo quiera utilizar. Para cada una de estas preguntas debo de contestar 3 diferentes maneras, como les decía en este ejemplo. Una vez que ustedes hayan hecho eso, la siguiente parte de esto, de esta misma actividad integradora, es describir the living room. And the living room es esto, es la sala. La van a describir. ¿De qué manera? Bueno, ustedes sabrán lo que van a agregar, si quieren ponerle color, que tiene color. I'm sorry, I was just skipping. Here, I'm sorry, I just skip it. Aquí. So you're going to describe the colors, the shapes, the size, the location, la ubicación. Ustedes van a tomar como referencia lo que quieran. Van a describir esto como ustedes gusten, ¿ok? Using the adjectives, usando los adjetivos. Como les dije, pueden usar there is, there are, pueden usar las prepositions, las preposiciones, and you're going to describe it as one as you want. You can mention the furniture, pueden utilizar como referencia los muebles, de qué color es el cuarto, que en realidad es la sala. Ustedes lo van a describir completamente. And then you're going to record it, y después van a grabar. Les pido de favor que en la primera parte donde ustedes tienen que escribir 3 referencias de cada pregunta de los objetos que se preguntan con letra, nada más graba una referencia para que el tiempo te alcance completamente y no te tengas que pasar mucho, porque como son muchas preguntas y son 3 respuestas para cada pregunta, pues puede hacerse extenso la grabación. Entonces sí les pido de preferencia que solamente elijan una a la hora de grabar. A la hora de escribirlo lo tienen que incorporar todo, ¿ok? Hello, María Elena. Thanks for attending. Any question? I'm going to be active here. Cualquier duda o problema, aquí estoy, ¿ok? En el chat también. We have almost done, right? In the integrative activity number 4, come to my house, you are going to try to help a friend that you have to be like located in this map. So in this case, you are going to be using some reference, right? But in this case, you're going to use adverbs of time. These help us to organize our paragraphs. Estos nos ayudan a ligar, a organizar nuestros párrafos. First es como primero, after, luego, then, después. You can use finally, finalmente. It's another one. In this case, you're going to see the example. How I can get or go from the bus station to the baker's? ¿Cómo puedo llegar de la estación de camión a lo que es la pastelería? So you're going to see the map and you're going to try to find the bus stop. And once you find it, you're going to see where the baker's is. Okay, so here you can see bus station here, and then we have the baker's. So in this case, you can describe the best way to get to that place. This is the point number one, and you're gonna get to the point number two. That's the main topic. So in this case, you're gonna describe if you wanna go for the Queens Avenue and then turn to the right to the Oxford Street, or if you want, you can just take the Prince Road and then you just turn left to the Baker Street on the corner. You're gonna be using a lot of description or things to locate people. I mean, in this case, the vocabulary to help you, it's, here we have a paragraph incorporating the reference. Es lo mismo que nosotros hacemos en español. Cuando alguien nos pregunta cómo podemos llegar a cierto punto, tomamos como referencia la calle, tomamos como referencia lugares, decimos que está en la esquina, enseguida, en medio, atrás. So we can use prepositions. También podemos utilizar preposiciones. And we can use these place prepositions. También podemos utilizar estas preposiciones de lugar. These are very important for you. Tenemos las principales que son, puedes decir turn left, es como da vuelta a la izquierda, or turn to the left, o da vuelta a la izquierda, que es turn to the left or turn left, lo que te parezca más fácil. And then turn right es lo opuesto, da vuelta a la derecha. Turn left es izquierda, turn right a la derecha, dar vuelta a la derecha. Go straight ahead es como ve derecho, o sea, sigue derecho en la calle. Go past es como pasando la paletería, pasando el hospital, pasando, o sea, pass, go past. Y cross, cross es cuando pues tenemos que cruzar, cross or crossing. Cross va a ser nuestra referencia de que tenemos que cruzar una calle, ¿ok? Prácticamente que estaría del otro lado. We can use a lot of prepositions. In this case, we can say up the stairs. Si algo está, supongamos, en el segundo piso, pues podemos decir up the stairs or up the hill. En el segundo piso sería prácticamente o subiendo las escaleras. Down the stairs es como bajando las escaleras. Across the road, o sea, cruzando prácticamente el camino, cruzando la calle. Over the bridge, aquí es over cuando tú tienes que cruzar como un puente, okay, over the bridge. Then we have under the bridge, también tenemos debajo del puente, ¿no? En este caso sería, a veces tenemos los peatonales, entonces podemos usar como referencia. Along the street es a lo largo de la calle. Into the house es cuando implica entrar, a veces en una plaza podemos decir into the mall. Out of the mall o out of the house, afuera, en el exterior, sin tener que especificar que algo está adentro, pues entonces podemos especificar afuera, cuando estamos diciendo la ubicación de algo, de un lugar, sobre todo. Through the town, bueno, dentro o a través del pueblo, o sea, como que está en medio de. Past the house, pasando la casa, past the house. Round the tree, o sea, al dar vuelta o circular o como quisiéramos, si quisiéramos decir nosotros prácticamente darle la vuelta al árbol, o sea, la circunferencia de este. Or you can say from A to B, from the pharmacy to the corner, de la farmacia a la esquina. Por ahí se encuentra, ¿ok? Tengo 2 puntos de referencia. So, in this case, you can use a lot of vocabulary. Puedes usar mucho vocabulario, muchos términos del vocabulario. Lo principal aquí es que ustedes sepan que para poder ubicar lugares exclusivamente, es importante tomar como referencia y decir hacia dónde se va a dirigir la persona, porque cuando describimos objetos, pues los objetos están ahí, estáticos. Simplemente tomamos como referencia que está enseguida, enfrente, atrás, arriba, abajo, o cómo son. Es azul, grande, verde, rojo, fuerte, o sea, agregamos adjetivos. Pero cuando implica la ubicación de ciertos lugares, cuando tenemos que dar direcciones, ahí implica movimiento. Entonces nosotros debemos decir a las personas, go straight ahead, vete derecho por esta calle, on es un artículo muy, muy importante, es una preposición que nos va a ayudar para decir después el nombre de la calle, de la avenida, del boulevard, lo que vamos a usar como referencia. Por ejemplo, go straight ahead on Queens Avenue. Go straight ahead, sigue derecho, sobre Queens Avenue, sobre la avenida Reina, ¿no? Así se llama. Queens Avenue. Y si yo quiero decir que algo, por ejemplo, the hotel, el hotel, is between, está en medio, the news agents and bookshop. Si se fijan, aquí tengo el hotel, entonces estoy en medio de estos dos. Esas son mis referencias. But if it is like directions, si tienes que dar como una instrucción para que implica movimiento, entonces podemos utilizar las que les decía. Go straight ahead, turn left, turn right, cruzando o cruza, cross the avenue, Queens Avenue, or it is in front of my house, it is next to the bank. So we can mix them. A la hora de dar referencia, pues vamos a nosotros tomar nuestro vocabulario, lo que nos haya parecido un poquito más fácil para ubicar, porque a veces podemos nada más ubicar diciendo que está enfrente de algo, enseguida de esto, pero si la persona no conoce el lugar, pues obviamente tenemos que darle nombre de las calles o avenidas. So in this case, you're going to do that. You're going to locate the people, the way to get this, right? So you have this vocabulary. How can I get to, ¿cómo puedo llegar a the police station, a la estación de policía? How can I get to the library? Es importante que ustedes practiquen en su casa este vocabulario. How can I get to the bank? Esta pronunciación sería prácticamente lo que nos va a ayudar si nos llegamos a perder en algún punto, okay? So we have this vocabulary. And the last part, it's important to know. I'm gonna just give a stop here. Voy a dar una pequeña pausa solamente para saber si hay algún problema, alguna duda hasta ahorita con referencia a las actividades que tenemos que entregar. Es importante que no tengamos duda porque comprendo que ahorita a lo mejor no se identifica como tal, pero puede ser que cuando nosotros estemos elaborando nuestro proyecto, entonces se vengan las dudas. Déjenme decirles que en el momento en el que esto se presente, sin duda alguna yo voy a estar con ustedes. O sea, no importa, a lo mejor ahorita no está como tal la pregunta o la duda, pero es importante que ustedes en el momento en el que ocurra, sin miedo, sin vergüenza, sin nada, la expresen. Acuérdense que estamos para aprender, estamos para ayudarles nosotros, porque nosotros también aprendemos con ustedes. Entonces, nada más quisiera darles como referencia a eso. Y por último, es importante que también ustedes sepan que durante las actividades, las dos implican grabación. Por lo tanto, en esta actividad, una vez que tú hayas estructurado referencias de los lugares que se te piden, vas a grabar también la pronunciación, es decir, dando respuesta a ello. Por lo tanto, en esta parte, solamente quisiera yo expresarte que no se nos vaya a pasar el audio, porque también lo debemos de incorporar. Lo voy a mostrar aquí como tal, ¿ok? Nada más para que ustedes vean. Repito, son prácticamente todas las actividades siempre te van a pedir tu producción escrita y tu producción oral. ¿Por qué? Porque estamos aprendiendo un idioma y el idioma no es solamente el vocabulario, el idioma no es solamente lo que yo sé escribir, también es lo que yo sé producir. Entonces, una vez que ustedes contestaron todas las referencias aquí, lo que van a hacer es que van a incorporar su liga de audio que previamente grabaron, ¿ok? So in this activity, you're going to incorporate it. Once you finish with this, you're going to incorporate the link. Van a grabar la producción que hicieron, escrita. Deben de utilizar first, after that, then, finally. O sea, ustedes van a utilizar los términos que quieran. Les voy a incorporar aquí también el de finally, que es uno de los más usuales. ¿Y por qué lo digo? Porque al momento de nosotros escribir algo, por ejemplo, bueno, déjenme ver si aquí lo puedo. Voy a tener que hacer aquí, ok. Finally, bueno, lo voy a poner en minúsculas para que sea más fácil para ustedes. Finally, esta palabra la voy a poner en rojo, que no se debe escribir en rojo, pero lo hago nada más con la finalidad de que sea significativo para ustedes. Finally es cuando lo vamos a poner al final. O sea, es como decir, finalmente llegas al súper. O finalmente das vuelta a la izquierda y ahí está. ¿Ok? El finally es un término después del first, after that, then, finally. El finally es ya cuando vas a terminar. ¿Ok? So I just wanted to help you with that. And you have to participate in the last part with the learning photum. So, and remember, the first, second, and the third photum are gonna be just for practice, but the fourth one, it's gonna count, so with your grades. And before I continue, you're going to share important information about the personal objects that you use in your daily life. So you're going to be thinking about the comb, you're going to be thinking about the mirror, you're going to find in maybe the drawer. You're going to think about these objects that you use daily routine, in your work, at work. You can use the objects you want. You're going to describe and locate them, referring to places inside of your house. And you can help yourself with maps. Aquí vamos a nosotros a prácticamente referencia de los objetos que usamos día a día. Puedo, en este momento, yo voy a pensar en dónde está mi cepillo, mi peine, en qué lugar tengo la secadora, en qué lugar tengo mi ropa. So you're gonna try to share information about your personal objects. You're gonna identify and describe places. Van a describir lugares. Acuérdense que todos, bueno, no todos, porque algunos sí coincidimos, pero estamos prácticamente en un país con mucha diversidad, entonces no todos conocemos los lugares que cada uno de nosotros tiene. En mi caso, pues yo puedo decir que hay playa, porque estoy en el estado de Sonora, tengo un poco de una mezcla de desierto, entonces puedo yo prácticamente darles a conocer algunos de los lugares y decir la ubicación. También pueden ser lugares o tiendas, o pueden ser mall, plazas, puede ser lo que ustedes quieran, ¿ok? Y lo importante es que ustedes practiquen la ubicación en la que están esas cosas. And you're going to give directions. Van a dar referencias como si alguien fuera a llegar a tu lugar, tanto en la ciudad o el estado, no sé, en donde tú vives, y cómo esa persona se podría tomar como referencia tus datos, ¿ok? Tus indicaciones, tus instrucciones. Review the virtual class. You're going to be checking the comments of your virtual classmates. Van a ver los comentarios que estén compartiendo sus compañeros. Van a identificar, you're going to identify similarities and differences. Van a encontrar similitudes y diferencias. Pueden hacer una pequeña reflexión con referencia a los lugares. And you're going to answer or respond to your classmates in case they share something or they ask a question for you. So please practice as well as you can, okay? Traten de practicar lo más que puedan. Chicos, es importante que ustedes durante el módulo, cuando se les presente la actividad socioemocional, la elaboren porque tiene 5 puntos extra en su calificación, así que es importante que no la pasen desapercibida. And that's it. If you can dream it, you can do it. Don't forget this. No olviden esto, chicos. Si ustedes pueden pensarlo, soñarlo, if you can dream it, si puedes soñarlo, you can do it. Lo puedes lograr. Okay, so in my case, that's it. I just want to thank you for being on time here, attending the lesson, the class. And any question at any time, any problem situation you have, just let me know. I'm going to be here. You're not alone at all. And maybe sometimes you feel like alone, but you're not. Algunas veces estos ambientes que son virtuales nos hacen sentir un poquito como que lejanos o solos, pero recuerden que no, nosotros estamos trabajando con ustedes, estamos para ayudarles y en lo personal les digo, cualquier situación que se presente, con toda confianza, pueden compartirlo si en dado caso eso fue un impedimento para subir sus actividades. Yo con gusto les doy la prórroga, como les digo, siempre y cuando nuestras situaciones pues lo justifiquen, ¿verdad? Hay que organizarnos y sí les pediría que tomen en cuenta las técnicas que les compartí de organización del tiempo, porque a veces pasan situaciones, es cierto, tenemos algunas situaciones fuera de nuestro control, pero eso no debe detenernos. Recuerden siempre que fue lo que los llevó a iniciar este proyecto, si es una meta personal, es una meta laboral. Sabíamos que iba a haber retos, sabía que podían presentarse problemas, situaciones, pero nuestra meta, nuestro propósito no debe cambiar. Lo que tenemos que cambiar es a lo mejor los pasos para llegar a ella, pero siempre organización, ¿ok? Repito, estoy para servirles, and it was a real pleasure to be here trying to help you. See you soon. Goodbye, Maria Elena. Thanks for attending the class. See you next week, okay?